So I'm going into the Carlibybel palette and taking these 3 shades. I'm using these 3 shades for the entire eye look. First shade I am packing all over the lid, like so. And then the second shade, the mauve purple shade in the palette, I'm taking that and putting that in my crease and just carving out my cut crease. And then I'm just going to be reapplying the eyeshadow over and over on both eyes. So after I'm done reapplying the shades, I'm blending my crease out, and then I'm going to go in with my ColourPop eyeshadow in Tassel, and I'm putting this in the tear duct to open up the eyes. I'm going into the palette, I'm taking this brown shade and deepening up the crease just a little bit more, just to make the crease shade pop and to complement the mauve purple shade. So yeah, and then after that I'm going to be reapplying that pink silver shade on my eyelid. For eyeliner, I'm using the Tarteist gel eyeliner by Tarte. And then I'm just doing my wing eyeliner. So for lashes, I'm using Cocoa Lashes in the name Bella and just applying this to my lash line. And to highlight and contour, I'm going to be using this Morphe Brushes concealer palette and just taking these 2 shades from the palette. I have put some oil on it to, I don't even know how to explain myself. Basically, the concealer was like really dry, so I put oil on it to make it creamy, so that's why it looked all greasy and whatnot. And I'm just using this concealer brush and just putting the concealer under my eyes. And the key to I wouldn't say, yeah, like highlighting, not strobing, but highlighting under your eyes, to minimize your nose, you want to take the concealer all the way up to the side of your nose, a little bit above that, and it'll make your nose appear a little bit slimmer and more narrow. I recently learned this trick and I'm just applying it where I usually highlight, so I know I look crazy right now. And I'm going to be blending that out with my beauty blender. A beauty blender is really good to use to blend out your concealer or foundation, because especially when you want to do like a cream contour and you're using a beauty blender, it kind of makes your highlight and contour look more like natural and look more like a skin finish rather than just like caked on. I don't know how to explain it, but I really do recommend on getting a beauty blender if you don't have one already. It just makes everything look so flawless as long as you blend as much as you can. So yeah, and I'm just doing this in like dabbing motions. I'm using the bottom of my beauty blender to blend everything out also, because I still have some leftover foundation at the bottom. But now I'm also contouring and carving up my cheekbones and etc. To set my concealer, I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent powder. But first, I'm going to be highlighting my nose because I kind of lost that highlight area from the contour. So yeah, I'm applying my translucent powder on where I concealed and the areas I highlighted. And then once that is finished, I'm going to be brushing that off with a loose, not a loose powder, a powder brush. So yeah. And I'm carving out my cheeks like right below the contour with concealer because I want my contour to look super sharp and defined. I recently started doing this and I actually kind of like how it looks. And then I'm going to set that with my translucent powder to brighten that area up some more. So here I'm just brushing everything off after I left that on for a few minutes. To bronze up my face, I'm going to use the Too Faced Dark Chocolate bronzer, and yeah, and then I'm going to use that to contour my nose as well. Then after that, I'm going to go back into the palette and take the brown shade again and put this below my waterline just to smoke it out a little bit and open up the eyes. Well, it doesn't really look that open yet, but to make my eyes appear more open and larger, I'm taking this NYX eyeliner and it's white. Usually I like to use a cream eyeliner, but I don't have one, so I'm using a white one, and this will make small eyes appear larger if you do this. For blush, I'm taking the Too Faced Flush Blush and the name, I forgot the name actually, I'm sorry. And I'm taking one of the highlight shades from the palette and using that, which I really love about this palette. It has eyeshadow and a highlight, like 4 different highlights. And I'm taking another highlight shade and just highlighting my nose and my cupid's bow. So for the lips, I'm taking Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in Trust Issues. And this is a perfect fall lip color, and I'm just applying this on my lips. I used to use lip pencils first, but for liquid lipsticks, I don't think you need a lip pencil at all, as long as you're really careful. But when I rub my lips together at the bottom area, like my bottom lip, around like the edge, I clean it up with a concealer brush because it kind of messed up a little bit. But if that happens, you can use a concealer brush if your liquid lipstick messes up on your lips. So this is a completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.